and welcome to the channel. This is episode 22 of season 1. It is a beautiful outback morning. Today is going to be an easy ride because I am traveling only about 345 kilometers from Ghan to Ulara and very excited to finally see the mighty Uluru. This roadhouse is in the middle of nowhere, so when I booked the accommodation, I was not expecting it to be equipped with all the facilities. Considering the location of this place, it is way better than some of the accommodations in the well-populated area. This roadhouse also has emu enclosure. Let's complete the checkout formalities and then have a look at some emus. As per scientific evidence, Uluru and Kata-Juta are remnants of sediment eroded from an ancient mountain range that existed about 550 million years ago. The sediments were subsequently buried and compressed to form harder rocks, called arkos. Powerful tectonic forces later tilted these rocks from their original horizontal orientation. Kata-Juta tilted slightly and Uluru tilted completely 90 degrees. These magnificent rock formations are actually a lot bigger than they appear, like icebergs. Most of their mass is below the surface. Uluru and Kata-Juta are only the tip of huge rock slabs that continue underground for up to 6 kilometers. Uluru is thought by native people to have been created by ancestral beings during the dream time, which has been described as the essence of Aboriginal culture and spirituality. The rock is regarded as one of the ancestors' most impressive piece of work. Ancient painting throughout the caves and fissures described this relationship, keeping Dreamtime traditions alive. Proximity of Mutijulu settlement to the rock symbolized the spiritual connection between the local people and Uluru. Travel further on Leicester Highway towards Ulara and you will cross a T intersection. The road straight ahead reaches Ulara and the road on the right takes you to the Kings Canyon, a majestic destination featuring 300-meter high sandstone walls, palm-filled crevices, and view that stretch across the desert. Millions of years ago, the canyon was once valley before the red sandstone experienced years of erosion. After 400 million years of erosion, Kings Canyon eventually became the red sandstone. Considering the time limit of this trip, I have not added Kings Canyon to my itinerary, so I will have a quick break at the intersection and then continue traveling towards Ulara. I circled a word Palya on one of the signs at the intersection. Palya is a word used frequently in the local language. It means good and is also used as a way of greeting. For instance, seeing someone again, one would say Palya. An answer might be Yuva Palya, which means yes, fine. The same word can also be used for thank you, understood, okay, and goodbye. Yankunytjatjara and Pitjantjatjara people, known as Anangu, are the traditional landowners of Uluru Kata Tjuta National Park. Very few Anangu speak English as first language. They mostly speak Pitjantjatjara and Yankunytjatjara, dialects of Western Desert language. Before the arrival of Europeans, indigenous language were not written down. Their dialects were first put into writing in the late 1930s. In Anangu culture, listening closely and considering your response carefully before answering is important. If someone remains silent when you talk to them, please do not assume they are ignoring you. They are most likely listening or thinking about their response. Attila is a flat-topped Inselberg, part of the same vast rocky substrate, thought to be beneath Uluru and Kata Tjuta. For the native Yankunytjatjara people, Athilia has long been associated with the Vonambi dreaming. Vonambi is an ancestral spirit who is said to live in the spring in and around the mountain. When the spring dried up, the local indigenous believed that the Vonambi was stolen from them by the people to the south, who placed the spirit in the spring of their own country so that they would have more water. In Australian Aboriginal culture, life is based on foundation of beliefs called dream time or the dreaming. This is a complex set of ideas with deep level of meaning. The dream time has 4 parts: the beginning of everything, the life and power of the ancestors, the way of life and death, and power in life. Dream time has all 4 of these things at the same time because it is more powerful than time and space. In the dream time, all things exist at once. It is a beginning that has no end. Indigenous people believe that the people have a part of them that will live forever. This part existed before a person was born and will exist after they die. It exists in the dream time. Attila is known as Mount Connor, and everyone knows Uluru is known as Rock. The question is, why do these Dreamtime creations have 2 names? In 1873, an explorer William Gosse came to this place and named Attila after an auctioneer, commission agent and politician Montefiore Connor, and Uluru after the Premier of South Australia at that time, Sir Henry Ayres. Names are often seen as just words, but they can have much deeper meaning. For indigenous people, the names of their lands are not just geographical features, but also a part of their culture and identity. I think it is important for us to be aware of the power of names and to be respectful of the names that are given by the indigenous people. When we use the names of indigenous landmarks, we should use the names that are meaningful to those who have lived on the land for generations. The name Uluru dates back thousands of years and refers to the land on which the rock stands and the rock itself. It is of enormous cultural significance to the area's indigenous people, being a key part of the Aboriginal story of creation, the dream time. There we go, my first view of the mighty Uluru from far away. The resort and Uluru Kata Tjuta National Park are no drone zone. Therefore, this is the last drone footage in this area. From now on, I will use Google to present aerial views. Back to the names of indigenous landmarks, I tried to find if there is any significant contribution done by William Gosse, Montefiore Connor or Sir Henry Ayres for Uluru or the indigenous people living in this area, but I could not find anything online. If there is any, then please feel free to add some comments, but if not, then the question is, should Uluru be known as Rock? Is it disrespectful to the traditional landowners and their spiritual ancestors? I am in the township of Ulara, situated outside Uluru Kata-Juta National Park. The park entry station is about 10 minutes from the town center. Most of the town is made up of a resort, an Aboriginal-owned enterprise that provides accommodation, restaurants, and other essential services. I am on my way to the national park to experience how amazing it looks when Uluru changes its color during sunset. The park is named after two of Australia's most spectacular sights, the world-famous sandstone monolith of Uluru and the red domes of Kata-Juta. The dual World Heritage listed park is in the heart of Central Australian desert, about 450 kilometers from Alice Springs. The land is owned by Anangu people and leased to Parks Australia, who manages the national park in collaboration with the traditional owners. As well as it is world-famous geological formation and extraordinary indigenous culture, the park is home to fascinating array of plants and animals, including many rare species. That was all in this episode. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. In the next episode, I will have a closer look at this magnificent Dreamtime creation and learn more about the place, people, culture, and their beliefs.